than at this stage there hasn't been any changes in the management of our waste, there have certainly been some changes across the region certainly in services, I guess, that the community would be seeing visually that would be a change, so in regards to playgrounds and libraries. So can you elaborate a little bit more on that and where we're at?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Tanya. So mainly to be in line with government directives to reduce the number of people gathering in parks and gardens and social sort of areas, and also exercise, we are actually having to close a number of our facilities that people would expect normally to be open. So, as I mentioned earlier, we've closed our libraries and cafe, function centre, aquatic centre, gym, but we've also now, this week, had to close playgrounds within parks. We're not necessarily closing parks, people can still do things in parks, but being aware of the government directive to not sort of gather in groups of more than 2. So we're closing the playgrounds, we're closing the skate parks that are in our parks as well, and we're closing some of our other recreational facilities within parks based on that government directive, unfortunately. But that's the way it is at the moment.
I'm glad that you've elaborated on that, because I know myself this morning going past the Lockyer Rec Reserve, it was really good to see people are still out, certainly doing the social distancing, and in fact most people I saw were individuals that were out walking their dog. So I think that for our community's health and well-being and for our own mental health, could quite easily get a bit stir-crazy, locked up in the house for long periods of time. So I think it is still really important for people to get some of that vitamin D, some fresh air and some sunlight. And if you've got the dog, go take the dog for a walk.
Yes, and that's actually a really good point that you raised, because that's one of the main reasons we haven't closed the parks or the recreation facilities or our sporting fields. We want to encourage people to come out and exercise, obviously following the guidelines, and they can still do that. But a lot of the organised exercise classes like Step Into Life, etc., unfortunately won't be able to operate because they won't be able to comply with the guidelines. And we aren't taking bookings anymore on our recreation facilities because obviously they're normally group bookings. But it is a great point. They're still open for people to use and to let off some of that steam from being locked up at home.
So you're a cyclist. So how does that affect you with the social distancing and for a regular cyclist?
We're limited to groups of 2, so people are going out by 2s. So you'll see 2, and then you'll see 200 metres behind them, sort of thing. So it's probably still one of the few things you can actually do, which is a good thing.